Good morning, everyone. I'm Gopika Sundaramurthy from Sundaram College of Engineering, working as assistant professor. So my lecture is on life, that is a natural language processing. So we are going to see about NLP today. We can say NLP, we can say it's a subdomain of artificial intelligence. So intelligence is a basic thing every human have. How he is using in the real time and in real time and also in the technology side. So wherever, okay, how the intelligence, how the not intelligence is used. Okay, we can say it's a mimic of our human brain. We can say that is said to be an artificial intelligence. So the subdomain of AI, NLP, the natural language, are highly focused on that is the text and speech here. So in this is the agenda we are going to cover today. NLP we will directly want the definitions, NLP natural language processing. In this that is the we can say the formal definition like a field of computer science that deals with interaction between the that is a computer and that is a human natural language. We can say human languages or natural languages or native language. So the human language is nothing but what language we are speaking, what native language we are speaking. So what language we are speaking, Telugu. Okay, that is our native language. So how the language is understood by machines. Okay, how we can that is implement and understand these languages and interpret into the technology. That is the domain is NLP here. Okay, so here they highly focus on that is the linguistics. Okay, we should know about what is linguistics. Linguistics is very important. Okay, like it's kind of understanding the language and how people do the word formations, like a sentence formation, and how they are interpreting the text and what is the context of the that is the speech and everything. Everything we can say that comes under linguistics. So many different kind of linguistics are there. Maybe like as I said now, grammar formation. Maybe the phonetics is different by based on the sounds of the speech. Phonology and phonetics is completely different. So many different concepts that comes under this linguistics. So phonetics, I think we know that that is the sounds. Only they focus on the sounds. So maybe like how physical sound how the user is pronouncing. So maybe for an example, like a very take a small examples like a pat and bat. Okay, so pat is the pronunciation starts with p. It's like p. Okay, how the word is pronounced here. Okay, because that it comes under this phonetics and bat. Okay, bat is b. Okay, starts with b. Okay, how the p is changing. Letter p is here. How the b is pronounced here. So how the changes comes for the different words. That's all comes under we can say everything that comes under this phonetics here. So phonology, so there's specifically for how the sounds function here. So maybe example, we can take a small word like a cats and dogs. Okay, so the cats, if you pronounce the ending of the sound is is. Okay, when you go with like a dogs, it pronounced with z. Okay, that so the difference is there. So many different kind of things are there in the linguistics. By understanding all these, we are the NLP help the computers. Okay, how it has to understand how basically the text and speech are interpreting and how it is giving the responses. Everything that comes under this NLP. Okay, we'll see in detail about what are the real world applications of of NLP. So in this we can say that is usually we are using the Google Translate for all the things. Maybe give Google Translate use the NLP to translate our text from one language to another. So we have many different kind of a language. So in Python we have some kind of a language like a Python SX3 and GTTS. So many different kind of Google text to speech translations. Many different kind of Google translations are available now. This Google translation they are using the NLP. How? By using by understanding by programmed like how the user is speaking, what he wants, what I want to convert. Okay, the grammar formation. The meaning should not change after converting to other language. If the person is speaking French, if another person he needs a contest in like English in the case, the interpretation and the semantics should not change. So everything they focus here, they have been trained in NLP. And also the Siri and Alexa. Siri and Alexa we commonly be using in our like our edge devices now. Here they are also using the NLP to understand how, and respond to the spoken commands, what the user is speaking. Many different commands, like we will talk very casually, or maybe like a formal command. So maybe any, that is a technical doubt, whatever thing. So he's ready to answer, we can say. Next is a chatbot. So in many different chatbot engines are now readily available now. So there also they are using a voice over voice commands based that is a queries you can give. So this also you they are using that NLP to communicate with the people in a very natural way. What user is expecting, maybe like talking very formally, okay, like that. Next is spam filters to extract the that is identified um, and block the spam emails. They use that is NLP here. So next is social media analysis. If we go for social media analysis companies use the NLP to analyze social media posts to identify the trends and insights. So for training the NLP, what they are basically using, maybe I have to say like um, that is social media posts, like they give the complete training on that is on like maybe example you take as a picture or maybe Instagram, maybe any of the social media, they will use it, okay, for training the machine. For example, how the user has been commented for this photo and what it is that, what are the comments has given, what the that is a user has posted, what are the that is the other like a friends or somebody has what the reply has given. So everything is understandable and meaningful, and by this way, it's just learning all that is our data, how we have to respond at all time. And next is we can see that is application here. Application. So you see like that is a real world. This come as a product. Okay. Like here we can say this is the applications. So application we can say like machine translation. So we use that as a Google Translate. So here that is the same meaning, but we are saying here as application. So machine translation, translating the text from one language to another. Speech recognition is nothing but converting the speech to text. As I said now, like we have that is GTT, GTTS, Pyte SS3. So we can use many different kind of libraries over there here to convert that is a speech to text and also text to speech, whatever language. Maybe example you are giving some that is a French word you have written. Maybe the French word actual meaning is like hello everyone. Okay, so there's a meaning we have written in the French, how it has been converted. So what library we can use it. Okay, even the library is GTTS and Byte SX3, it doesn't matter. The thing is inside how they have been coded by using the concepts, by integrating the concepts of NLP, they have done everything. So next is like question and answering. Question and answer is answering questions posed in the natural language. So think, what do you want? Maybe if you want to talk very casually, so it takes a different role. Maybe if you want to act like maybe like a policeman, okay, you just saying I'm a policeman. Please talk to me as a policeman view. Okay, maybe like if you want to talk like as a researcher, you're a researcher. You're asking a question, so you're asking the bot to act like a researcher, think like a researcher. So it will take a different roles. Maybe adaptive nature it has. Um, Adaptive nature basically the NLP has. Next is sentimental analysis. The sentimental analysis identifying the statement of the piece of a text, such as whether it is a positive, negative, or neutral. So maybe like, especially if you're seeing on the e-commerce website, e-commerce website, many things. Feedback is a common in many different websites nowadays. Maybe like in this, we can say you are giving some other. Maybe I love this video example. So it's a positive comment. Maybe yeah, it's okay. It's okay. We can say it's a neutral. Okay, you're saying so I'm not satisfied. Or we can say there's a negative comment. So depends for all the product. They are obtaining based on this polarity. Okay, based on this sentiment, the polarity has been discriminated here like a positive, negative, and neutral. And based on this, the comment is obtained. So by utilizing the concept, another library has been used is beautiful soup. Okay, beautiful soup is interpreted here for scraping the data from the website, and they will take all the comments. Okay, after taking all the comments, what they will do, like they will apply the sentimental analysis. for discriminating all the commands. Basically, we have if you're buying an iPhone, you want to see the phone is good or not. You're going into the that is any Flipkart or maybe Amazon website. You're taking the feedback, but you know the technology. Okay, you're utilizing the concept of beautiful soup and extracting all the data. What are the comments or you're extracting? You're applying, so you're just scrapping all the data and applying the concept of sentimental analysis. There, you're discriminating is what a positive, negative, and neutral and everything. Okay, so many different ideas are there. So by this way, so the sentiment analysis is working in NLP. Next is topic modeling. So maybe topic model is also one kind of specific area of applications we can say. So identifying the main topics of the piece of text, maybe getting into like so that is common words. We have that is a tons of words. Okay, tons of infinity words, tons of lakhs of words, whatever thing. Specifically, like you want to specific topic you need to search among this word. So like searching, there is a Word document is a command, like just find next or find. You can go to the options, you can do search. Okay, because broaden is applications. But when you're working in the real time, okay, when you're working in the company or something, if you want to, that is take the piece of the data from the very large file. Okay, how it is done in the case by using the concept which is called topic modeling. If you want to search a particular word, so it will take the related words. Okay, these are the piece of the text you have been entered. I have taken this word. It will identify it and just give back to you. So that is the topic modeling. This is also the entire that is the NLP. Next is text classification. Text classification, I think, the basic thing from the meaning itself we can understand. So we are classifying the text. What kind of a text you are giving as the input. Okay, what is the expected output? We can say like a different. We can say it is a multi-class classification. Okay, multi-class text classification. We can say. So here we don't get a concept like a binary or something. So here we focus on like a multi-class text class. We can say these are all the applications of an NLP. And next, that is how it is trained. Okay, who is training it? Who is giving a knowledge to the machine? Okay, we can say is applying the knowledge not only from the social media website and also like that is dictionaries, in grammars, classroom activities testing, basics, syllabus design, teaching materials, textbooks on any of the that is conferences, research videos, many different articles, all kind of data has been fed into the machine to them. We are saying it is a corpus. Okay, it's just obtaining all the data, and it is by obtaining with the knowledge, with the studying knowledge, with the learned knowledge, it's just giving the answers and giving the response to the humans. We can say. So the next is initially we should know about like what is the rule based and versus statistical NLP. So rule-based NLP, we can say, is a traditional approach. It is used very old, very initially they have used as NLP. So here they use that is a set of the handwritten tools to process and understand the languages. So maybe how it has been written. So maybe the rules are typically based on linguistic principles such as the grammar and semantics. I said no, grammar is important. I will go. So I will go. For example, I will go is different. Okay, so I have not reached that place. Maybe I will go after some time. I will go. It is a future statement. The semantic is very important. Okay, I will go. Where meaning? Semantic is nothing but meaning. Okay. For example, I would like to book a flight to London for next Friday. So this is statement they have given. In traditional approach, what they will do, they will write a set of handwritten rules. So if we go into like example, basically we'll go like IRCTC website, okay, Indian Railway website. If you want to book a ticket, so we can book by logging into the website. You will give some of the details from what is the source and destination, like that. This is the one option. Another option is they have introduced a bot which is called Ask Disha. Okay, Ask Disha. It is the thing. So if you ask Disha, they have some set of commands, standard commands. Okay, like that is the handwritten tools I used to say. Like the user probably asks this. Okay, source and destination, so ticket fare and everything. So what is expecting? Okay, this the query has been given by the user. So what is the output we have to give? What is the response we have to give? Everything has been written very standardly. Sometimes if we ask some other question, the machine has not able to understand that. At the time it does ask you to redirect to some of the there's a customer care or something related to that. So that is a standard handwritten rules. These are the questions will be asked by the user. Okay, maybe if we go for that is the Indigo or maybe like AirAsia. So anything. So there is a standard comments. Okay, how long it take? Okay, how much charges? Okay, everything it has been written by means of the handwritten rules. So that is we can say to process and understanding the language. That is will be the rule-based NLP here. Next is statistical NLP. Statistical NLP we can say is a very more modern approach. Nowadays they are using the statistical NLP here. In this, they use statistical, many different kind of statistical methods are there. We will see like one by one to later classes to process and understand the languages. How it is processing. So here also how it is understanding. But here they use the method is statistical method. Before they use a rule B, they used this is what the rule. So the rules are like everything is handwritten. Okay. Next, so here the statistical NLP as we seen before, like is trained on the large corpora of text and code. Okay, corpus, large corpora of text and code. So this training allows the system to learn the statistical relationship between the what are the words and phrases relationship. Okay, what user is expecting. So especially if you want to be more familiar in this NLP, you should be very that is talented in grammar and English. Yeah, that is the most important because it's entirely they highly focus on linguistics. Okay, this is how to build a that is a NLP pipeline. Maybe like if you're giving a sentence, just imagine this sentence segmentation. Even if you're giving a single word, the sentence segmentation will do. So there they will do that is a word segmentation or letter segmentation. Everything is there. So when you give a large text, okay, large text maybe that is a thousands of words are there. Sentence segmentation, word tokenization, stemming, lemmatization, stop-paid analysis, and then dependency passing. Also, finally, is a part of a speech tagging. So we can say this is a common NLP pipeline. Wherever thing we are using, maybe if you are using a normal textual content. So maybe like if you're using a phone, a Siri or Alexa or maybe a Google translation, a normal Google search, whatever thing, the text and speech, even the text you are giving in the Google search engine, and also like the speech you are giving, like what the speech you are asking the edge devices, even to the machines you are about or whatever thing, how it is understanding and how it is interpreting. Each and everything has been done by the very basic initial things, building a NLP pipeline. By using this concept, everything has been done here. So we will step into there is a tokenization here. So tokenization we can say is the process by which a large quantity of text is divided into smaller parts, which is called token. In simple words, we can say tokenization. Okay, it's like a formal definition. So tokenization is nothing but we are splitting the words. That's all. If it is a sentence, we are splitting that sentence into word by word. Okay, example. So this is a very nice morning. I'll give you an example. This is a very nice morning. It's a single line sentence. How I can do a tokenization here in the case, this is a separate token and this is a separate token. Very good morning. Okay, this is here. Very good morning. Here is a separate token. Very is a separate and good morning. Everything is a separate token. So we can say there is a word tokenized. Okay, when you have there is a huge paragraph. So in that scenario, you will use a concept which is called sentence tokenization. So we can say so NLT we have some kind of a toolkit is there. So like even model while we are working NLTK. NLTK is a toolkit we will be using while working to utilize these all libraries which is embedded in this NLTK. So in simple words, we understand that tokenization is nothing but splitting the words into token. Okay. Like a large quantity of text is there that is divided into smaller parts. So that smaller parts they are calling as that is a tokens here. So next is stemming. Stemming is nothing but like reducing the stem to the root. Okay. Okay, in simple form we can say how we are reducing that particular word, particular stem to the root. Okay, we can say that is stemming here. So in formal definition, the process of reducing the words to their word stem or root stem. For example, here they are using the algorithm which is called that is a Potter stemming algorithm, works by removing the common prefixes and suffixes from word. Example like connection, connected, connected. So these words has been reduced to the common word which is called connect. You see what is the root word here? For connect is a that is the root. Okay, from that root they are elaborating into that is a connection, connected, connecting. So we can say there's the elaborations. How we are reducing from the word here in case the word is connected. The same as that of like a running, ran, runner. So these word have been standing with the root which is called like a run. So we used to say in standing is nothing but how we are reducing the that is a stem into the root. Okay, we can say reducing the words to their word stem or root form. Okay, that is the formal definition. So the algorithm they are using for stemming is Porter stemming algorithm. So in this, if you are giving a particular word, they will add some of the prefixes and sometimes they will remove the common prefixes and suffixes from the words. So in this stemming, we have that is a overstemming and understemming. Sometimes what their objective of this protest stemming, if while reducing the words to the stem, okay, sometimes you will not get the root word properly. The root word will not be in the dictionary. Okay, the interpretation will change. The context of the word will get changed. So they are saying that the objective is here is to reduce the related words to the same stem, even if the stem is not a dictionary word. Example, I will give now. It does not preserve the context of the word as it's operate only on the single word. So this happened because they are saying this as like a errors. While doing a stemming, we will get an errors. So we are saying these errors as like a overstemming and understemming. So the objective is we have to reduce the related words to the same stem. Even the stem is nothing but the word. The word is not a dictionary word. Example, you see overstemming. So in this, when two words with different stems or stemmed to same root. So this is known as we can say it's a false positive. Example, we can take universe, universal, university. So like we have a different words here, but it is all stemmed to universe. This is not true. This word universe is wrong because it is not a dictionary word. This is not a correct meaning. So we cannot because you see like universe, universal, university, it's just stemming it to the universe. This obviously it is not true. So it's not a dictionary word. Okay, while doing of a stemming, sometimes the chances to get like a not a dictionary word. Okay, we have to do the stemming very properly. Okay, so we are saying these as a overstemming. These kind of techniques also that is teach to the machines. Next is understanding. So understanding is nothing but when two words that should be stemmed to the same root or not. So they're saying this is known as false negative. That is understanding. Example, aluminous, alumini, aluminate. So they can be the same meaning, but stem to different words. Maybe aluminous. Aluminous is nothing but the fail. That is alumini. Alumini is we can say that is a mixed gender. Aluminous is nothing but the male gender. Alumini is nothing but like a female. Okay, alumina. That is ALUMNA. Alumina is female. Okay, aluminous is male. Okay, alumini is a common both mixture of like both we can say like both male gender and female gender. Okay, but everything in commonly giving the same meaning. Okay, but here you see they are stemmed to different words. So they are saying this as an understanding. Even this also is learned by that is the NLP. So these are the common areas basically the machine will attain. So next, what are the different factories possible stemming like a potter stemming, Lancaster, and snowball stemmer? Potter stemming is a very good algorithm. Lancaster also is very good. You can see. Next is lemmatization. Lemmatization, you can say. From the word lemma, it comes lemmatization. So how we are reducing the words to the base word. Okay. So maybe like example, if you take leaves, okay, the word leaves is given here. So without the past tag is something more like a parts of a speech tag. If we didn't apply this leaves, maybe example, Raju leaves from college. Okay, Raju leaves from the college. We have given. Okay, when you apply that is a past tag, you will get a different meaning. Okay, that is Raj is subject and leaves is like some kind of that is a verb and something you have given. Yeah, you are interpreting. You have applied the parts of the speech here, but you have not applied it. You have simply split it as token. Okay, Raj leaves. Okay, so leaves is nothing but you just remove the word Raj. Okay, only leaves is there. If you are taking without past tense, without the parts of a speech, leaves also have another meaning. So what is that meaning? So that is the tree leaves. Okay, without the past tag, without the parts of the speech tag, it has been lemmatized to the word leaf. Okay, but with the verb tag, it lemma would become leaf. Okay, so this that is without past tag leaf. Okay, I didn't apply any of that is a part of the speech here. So we can say that is a leaf, it has been reduced to leaf. But with a verb tag, it lemma would become leaf. Okay, not that is the leaves here. So we have a different meaning. While applying in the past tag, it has one meaning. Okay, without past tag, it has another meaning. So how the lemma is updated, how the lemma is interpreting here. Okay, from the given word to how it is doing the lemma thing, how it is reduce a word to their base word, how it is reaching. So that is also very important. We can say that is reducing the words to their base word. Okay, that is said to be lemmatization here. Next is stop word. Stop word is a common thing. Like so basically in all the sentences they will add some kind of a specific meaning in that. Maybe I want to go to college. So to where? To college. To the college. Okay, to specific language. It's a conjunction word. So maybe you're saying so this can be safely removed without actually affecting the meaning of the sentence. Okay. Example like the, about, to, he. Okay, he is going to college. Or maybe this is about that is artificial intelligence. About some kind of the conjunction where we are seeing these words as a like a stop words. So the thing we can remove it, but it should not affect the actual meaning of the sentence. Okay, that is most important here. So next is parts of speech, and we are saying that it's a past tagging here. So identify the tags of each word, whether it is a noun, verb, adjective, etc. Identify the tags of the each word. Like if you're giving a sentence, you have to quote each word, each token as this is the noun, this is the verb, this is the adverb, this is the adjective, this is the pronoun. Everything we have to specifically tag it. So we are saying this is the past tagging here. So you can say some of the list of the past tagging, maybe adjective, adverb. These are the terms usually. So when you give the sentence, so how in background, how it is actually work in the case, each sentence is the past tag is applied, like it is an adjective, this is an adverb, this is the conjunction, this is the determiner, noun, number. Even if you give a number like a 7, maybe I have that is a 12 pens with me. Okay, the 12 is noted. The 12 is denoted as a like a number here. Part, pronoun, punctuation, even the punctuation mark is there. Maybe hello. The word hello is interpreted in the sentences. Okay. So what in the case like that is denoted as it is highlighted. Even the punctuation mark is denoted here. Like puncture. It is we denoted the past keyword is the puncture, verb. And adposition, auxiliary verb, coordinating conjunctions, many different things. You can see the many different things over there. Even the symbols, if you represent some of the smiley symbols or some other symbols, even the symbols also maybe dollar symbol, or maybe like a rupee symbol. Each and everything in sentences, each that is a symbol and your that is a word and number, everything is spread as a token, not only the words. Okay, even the numbers also spread as a token. Even the words, that is words or symbols that also that is spread as a tokens. These are called to be as like a past tags. Okay, the sentence with the past tag, it is mean the sentence with part of speech tags, they will apply. Okay, to give a proper, that is a meaning, proper response to the user. Okay, so by this way, this NLP is working. Next is name entity organization. Named entity organizations to capture all the textual mentions of the named entities. Maybe the name entity can be a person, a place, organization. Maybe if you're representing a US, okay, US is the name entity organization. No need to specify at all time like United States. Okay, maybe like UK, United Kingdom. Okay, GPU, geopolitical entity. Okay, these are all like a if it is a textual that is mentions of the name entity, we have to machine has to capture it. Okay, they are saying it is a name entity organization. ORG is nothing but organization. This is a common thing. So the machine will be easily understand, even given a short, there is a acronym or something. You can give an abbreviation, even you can give an acronym. Everything is understandable by the machine by using the concept of that is NLP. Next is sentimental analysis. I think I detailed it before. Sentiment analysis. Okay, from the text, what kind of sentiment we can see? Like he has approached in a written in a good way, good feedback, or maybe bad feedback, or maybe neutral. Everything has been analyzed. The process of analyzing the sentiments in a text. Sentiments rely on the, as I said now, but we can say it's a polarity. Okay, negative polarity, neutral polarity, positive, and magnitude. Magnitude is nothing but for each and everything. For positive, they are assigning some weight. Okay, for negative, they are assigning some weight, and neutral, they are assigning some of the weight. So we can say these are all things or like a sentimental analysis here. So next is components of NLP. Components of that is a natural language processing. So in this lexical analysis, syntactic analysis, semantic analysis, discourse analysis, and pragmatic analysis. Okay, so what are the things we have seen as before, like to build the pipeline? So some light changes will be there in this component. So lexical analysis, we go into the lexical analysis, the same as that of tokenization, how the complete sentence has been split into token. Okay, they are giving a formal definition here. Lexical analysis, also known as tokenization. How in the case the process of breaking down a text into constituent parts, such as, as I said now, like words, numbers, and symbols. Each and everything which is denoted as a tokens here. So they are collectively saying these are all things. The tokenization is said to be as lexical analysis. They kept the name as lexical analysis here. If you are giving like input text, the quick brown dog jumps over the wall. Okay, if you see here, e- each that is a word is taken. They are saying this as splitted as tokens. Okay, the complete sentence is taken, so that is split as a words. So if they are saying the technical word is a token, so you see here D is a token. Quick brown dog jumps over the wall. Okay, maybe example simply by randomly if you written two, example like three something you have written. Okay, by mistake and the doesn't matter. Okay, like it will take this also and mention it as just three and write it here because each and everything, each word, either it is written right, written wrong, doesn't matter. Okay, so this is to be called as that is lexical analysis. This is lexeme. Okay, lexeme. Lexeme, we can say, is a unit of meaning in a language that can be represented by a single word or phrase. Okay, example, the word cat is a lexeme, but actual phrase how we have to put the cat is sitting on the wall. Okay, you have to say with the proper phrase, even you didn't give properly. The machine will interpret, okay, this is what the user is expecting. Sometimes we will give, okay, in a hurry, like busy in typing or maybe very lazy in typing. Okay, sometimes you will write it very shortly. Even the machine has been trained for that also. It will understand what the user has been written. Okay, what phrase it has to apply there. Okay, what is the exact meaning it will come, the exact response we have to give, the machine will understand. So here, if, for example, you're simply the cat is a lexeme, okay, but actual phrase backend it has been converted to the cat. Okay, the machine will interpret and understand the cat. Okay, so this is what understanding the lexeme. So this lexeme has been divided into there is a two categories. One is the open class lexemes, and there is a closed class lexemes. Open class is the lexemes are nothing but maybe these are the words that can be used in a variety of a context, maybe such as nouns, verbs, adjectives, and adverbs. So we can say that or to be called as noun. They are saying that that is open class lexemes. Maybe like the phone is ringing. Okay, for example, Raju phone is ringing. Okay, Raju phone is ringing. Okay, Raju name. So we can say it's a noun. Okay, so like we have the classmate here in this is also okay. Maybe like ringing, you're detailing is adjective. So maybe so for that is I kept the phone on the table. Here in this on is a conjunction. Okay, the is the article. So many different kind of there is a many proportion. On is not like a conjunction, it's a proportion. Okay, and you're using the option like and options or many different kind of conjunction words are there. So they are saying naming it as closed class lexicon. So open class lexemes and closed class lexemes are there. So lexeme, this is what the meaning here. And next is set of the real examples. So can you see in lexemes where like a search engines. You will give, as I said now, you will give very short, the machine will understand even spell checkers and code analyzer. For spell checkers, many different Grammarly tools, many different tools are now readily available. Code analyzers. There also they will analyze each and every word. What whether because syntax coding is they will see very highly consciously. Like because if we are having any error in the reserved word, you cannot able to run the program. So in that, the lexeme will be very useful. So next step is syntactic analysis. Syntactic analysis, we can say it is also known as parsing. Yes, in simple words, parsing is nothing but parsing. Basically, that's understanding the grammatical structure of the sentence. What are the grammatical structures? Maybe like if you're giving some particular word, what in what interpretation the human is saying this. Okay, what reply I have to give. In that, the machine has to understand the proper grammatical structure. Okay, they are saying this is syntactic analysis. So this is also one of the important component. If you are giving a particular word wherever you are giving, the syntactic analysis is very important. Okay, what kind of that is a meaning is there. Okay, how we have to do the parsing, how we have to analyze the grammatical. So this comes under this parsing method. So it involves identifying the parts of the speech of the words in the sentence and understanding how they relate to each other. Next is syntactic analysis used to understand the meaning of the sentence and to generate grammatically correct sentence. Even you are giving a wrong sentence, the machine will guide you. Okay, like this is the way, this is the content you asked. Okay, this is the response we have to give. So everything it is done by using the parsing here. The technical name they have given here, that is the syntactic analysis. So, an example, the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. Okay. So here these are determined here. Quick is an adjective, brown is an adjective, fox is a noun, jump is verbs, jumps is a verb, over is a preposition here. Now these are again determined. Lazy is an adjective, dog is a noun. So by this way, you can write normal sentences and you can try. Okay, like the thing is, if you want to do a research or you want to do any kind of like a learning things, maybe if you want to going into the field like a web scraping, this is very important here. By if you're very well versed in the grammatical side, sure you can move into that. Okay, next we can be expert in that. Like here the statement you can see how the past tense has been applied here. Okay, so how the passing is done. So by this way, it is understanding the meaning for each and everything, every word it is saying you. Okay, this is what the meaning, this is what the past tense. Okay, by understanding the by first of all, after generating the grammar sentence, okay, this is what the correct sentence. The next step is understanding the meaning. Okay, then it is replying. So syntactic analysis is very important thing here. Next is semantic. So as I said now, like sentence correction is done on syntactic. Semantic is nothing but meaning of the sentence. Okay, process of understanding the meaning of a sentence. Maybe it involves identifying the relationship between the words and phrases. Maybe understanding this what the context the user is expecting. Okay, like this what the context I want to say to you. So these are it just understand what are the relationship between the words and phrases. So we can say that is a semantic analysis here. In simple words, like semantic means is understanding the meaning. Okay, how we are understanding the meaning of the sentence. Okay, that we are saying that is a semantic analysis. Example, the cat sat on a mat. Syntactically it is correct, but subject of the sentence we can say is a cat. The verb is sat. The object is mat. So in this, the semantic analysis can use the syntactic information to understand that the sentence is about the cat is sitting on a mat. But just what it just ignoring the other sentences like there is a on, the, another thing. But is interpreting the cat sat mat. Okay, it can be able to identify with the cat is sitting about to sit on the mat, on the mat. Okay, it just the meaning is very important here. What actual meaning? We should not omit that exact meaning here. The semantic is very important. Maybe especially they are using this kind of a semantic machine translation. Okay, sometimes the Google Translate, even the question answering, this kind of concept really works out in the information extraction. In sentiment analysis is very important. Okay, especially the particular when there is obtaining all the there is a feedback and everything. They have to analyze by using the concept like the scrapping of all the data. Many different kind of scrapping is now available. Even sometimes while doing a sentimental analysis, like a user, like ourselves, they cannot able to do directly. We have some kind of limited privileges to use that website and limited privileges to extract the data from the website. All data we cannot able to. We should have some kind of a license and we should follow some that is ethics and what they have given in their agreement. After doing this, so like by purchasing some particular that is the app for scraping the data, then we can use it. But directly as a normal user, we cannot able to do. Maybe some particular data is allowed to scrap the data. Maybe like not if in a website if you're having a menu with a lot of sub menus will be there. Okay, but you can access the data from the menu, but you are not supposed to access the data from the sub menu. That is not allowed here. So by this way, they will keep some kind of a constraints there. Okay, these are the things can be accessible and visible to the user. These details can be scrapped by the user. So many different concepts are there in this study. That is a very wide area if we're going into it. Disclosure analysis. Disclosure analysis, we can see is an NLP process of identifying and extracting the information that is disclosed in text. Like how we are identifying and extracting the information. Okay. If the user is typing some kind of a sensitive information, maybe like a password, okay, you are giving, okay, this is what my credit card number. Okay, the machine has to assess, okay, that should not be disclosed, okay, during navigating, during the traversing of the data or during processing of the data. These data should be kept as the confidential. Okay, because the data what the user has been tagged is kind of a sensitive data. If the user is typing a credit card number, yes, it's a mandate to keep the data very confidentially. So we are saying this the NLP. So in disclosure analysis in an NLP, we can say is a process of identifying the user is typing the credit number and extracting that information. Okay, so that is protected here. Okay, that is identified and protected here. Okay, we are saying disclosure analysis. What is to be disclosed and what is not to be disclosed here. Next is finally is a pragmatic analysis. I think it's very interesting area. We can do a wide research in this pragmatic analysis, because nowadays each and everyone we are talking in a pragmatic analysis is like how language is used in the context. Maybe in sentence you're saying like I am so hungry, I could eat a horse. It is the machine should not understand like the person is hungry, like the person is going to eat a horse. It doesn't mean that. Okay, the actual intended meaning. What is the intended meaning here is the speaker who is saying this is really very hungry. Okay, the speaker is exaggerating their hunger in a very humorous way. Okay, the machine has to understand what is the literal meaning, what is the pragmatic meaning, definitely. Because maybe if you're saying the temperature is very low, that's what you're saying, temperature is very low, but actual meaning is like maybe you're going to some home, like you're saying the temperature is very low, it's very hot. You're insisting like the intended meaning here is you can put the fan or like the AC. Maybe you need some kind of a water or some kind of the many different kind of intended meaning. So the if the user is speaking in natural language, each and everybody in the real world they will talk in a pragmatic. Okay, no one will not talk very directly. So it has some kind of that is a pragmatic meaning. So the pragmatic meaning has been understood by the machines like the pragmat. Okay, this is what the speaker is trying to say. This was intending the meaning there. This is what the context he is delivering to us. So we can say these or all comes under this pragmatic analysis. Okay, so um, we can say this is a very good idea. We can go with different examples also, like maybe the places is very hard. Okay, maybe like the child is saying the place is very hard. Maybe like after reaching some of the shops, it is saying it is very hard. In the case, maybe the child is intending to buy some kind of some that is a cool drinks or maybe some kind of ice creams or something. Okay, it's very intended meaning, even for this small one, two, that is very the adult they are talking, they will use a common language, like a normal human language, pragmatic language is highly they are using. Okay, but if you are working on the research on pragmatic in the case, it will be very useful. We can say it's an open challenge, and more research gaps are there in the pragmatic. So in many mission, has not understand. Even if you're working the chat GPT, you're giving something. Okay, sometimes chat GPT will not train, has no like a meaning of what the input you have given. It will give some other unrelated output to you. Okay, that is a no train, that has a less training in pragmatic. Okay, so you can work on a pragmatic. So this is all about like that is a natural language process. We will see some more concepts later. Thank you everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you all.